So I hope you enjoyed the last lecture where we did the custom GPT, which was displaying a horoscope, and it was using a custom action to talk to a backend website. So in the past, I've when I've done Android apps talking to backends, I always have to find someone who's done a backend. There was one from The Onion which I thought was great, but that's gone now. And then there's been a few out there, and people always want their, I don't know, $50 a month to get the daily horoscope. So the cool thing about ChatGPT is it can generate code. So let's see about generating that REST API, because in case you want to do something similar to yourself. So we're going to use Canvas, which is the new one. So that's basically going to allow us to write code, and then it changes the whole interface. So I'll show you what that looks like. So I'm going to say create a REST API to return a daily horoscope using ChatGPT to create the horoscope. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, so now you can see that it's gone to the new interface. So this is super cool. So the difference between the old style is that before what we had was we just did everything here, but now what we have is we can ask it to change things. So let's see what it does first. So it's given us the daily horoscope API. It's told us that we need to install pip install Flask and OpenAI. And then it says, however you call it, you're going to have to call it this way. Okay, so there's a few things going on here. First of all, I don't want to use this model. I want to use something different. And also, this is the irony of all ironies when you're generating code with ChatGPT, is that the code is out of date. So this has to be changed, and this has to be changed, and we can do that in VS Code. We're not going to do it here. But it's doing basically what we need. It's going to be on localhost port 5000. It's using Flask, which is super cool. And then we're going to use config too as well. So we can say change the model. Oops. Okay, to ChatGPT 3.5. Let's see if it does it that. Ooh, look at that. It's super cool. And that's basically the beauty of Canvas. So where everything is going on here, but you don't have to be scrolling up and down all the time. You can do everything on this side. Okay, so I'm going to copy this first, and I'm going to open VS Code. So I'm just creating a directory. And if I move this over here so you can see what's going on, let me just do app.py to create the file, so then we have this file. Okay, so there's a few things we have to change, and I'm not going to ask ChatGPT to change it because it really doesn't do a very good job. I'm sure that's going to change in future. So this is October 2024 when I'm doing this. I'm hoping it changes in the not too distant future, but certainly if you're trying to get OpenAI, ChatGPT to generate code for you, it's not going to work because it's the wrong version. Let me just check my notes to see if that's the right way. It's message.content. So what we're trying to do is pull out the content part of the array to get what we need. So this should probably work now. We're missing one other thing, which is the config file. So that's where I put my oops, excuse me. I'm just going to copy that across now. So we have our config file, so that's going to have my key, my API key. I'm going to change this to config. And I'm going to change this to pull in the API key from my config file. So that way I can always keep it safe. And it looks like my route is horoscope. And Let's see how that works. I think that should be okay. Oh, no, we have a problem too as well. Sorry, I just forgot about something else. So yeah, I suppose it's going to do that, but I want to add a system message too as well, so I'm going to add that. So I'm going to say system, and I'm going to give it some instructions with you are sarcastic astrologist, because it's the anniversary. I think it's the 40th anniversary of the Douglas Adams book, and I know that Marv the android is in here. I'm gonna add a system message. Say you were sarcastic astrologist. I can't even say that. Who delivers, who creates daily horoscopes in the style of Marv the paranoid android. Okay, and I need to put a comma after that to make sure that it's working, which I did. All right, so then we've changed it to the new version. So the versions that are generated are 0.92 or 151 or something at this stage in the library for OpenAI. And then I've changed this, so this will give me the content. Let me see if I can run this now. Okay, so it's running. So in order to call it, how do I call it? Let's go back to see what it told us. So it's saying if we want to call it, it's going to be like this. So let's see if that works. So here we have the Aries, the fearless fire sign. Today, the planets align to bring you endless opportunities for frustration and disappointment. Okay, so we're right into Marv the paranoid android. Good luck, you're going to need it. I was thinking of doing it in the style of the Onion, but I think because Marv's built in, I think that's a pretty good idea. Okay, then the other thing that I need is, can you please get me a YAML file? A Swagger file in YAML format, so that then I can then use that in my custom actions, which we did in lecture 2. So if you're wondering how to get a YAML file, a Swagger file in YAML format, this is the way to do it. Just use Canvas or ChatGPT and it'll generate it for you. It knows what the code is, it has the context, so it should be able to generate for you. So can you please create a YAML file? Okay. And there we go. I did see that there was a problem with this where we have to have an ID here, but it was pretty easy to fix. So basically, just run this code, connect it to the custom API, and then if the custom API gives you a problem, just ask it to fix it, and off you go. Okay. Hope you enjoy that. I think Canvas is probably going to be the GitHub Copilot killer for a while. Certainly I'm finding some really useful use cases for this, and I hope you do too.